Welcome in, everyone. Today we have a very special guest, Brady from HawkFi. Brady Dunn from HawkFi is here with us. He's going to be showcasing his awesome platform. They feature a lot of high-frequency liquidity strategies and some precision strategies as well. So I'm super excited to just get a quick demo. He's going to go over some of the features, and if you want to find him here, this is his platform, HawkFi. I'm sure if you guys have been LPing for a while, you already know about it, and then you can go ahead and give him a follow on his personal over here. But I will turn over the stage to Brady, and it's a pleasure to be here. Nice to meet you.
Likewise, thanks for hosting. Happy to be
Of
here
course.
and share about HawkFi.
Of course. I will give you the stage now if you just want to give kind of an intro or anything to start it off.
Yeah, definitely. So, hi guys. So as you could see over here on the screen, this is HawkFi. Everything you see over here are basically pools that are available on Meteora DLMM. That is automatically screened and sorted based on highest fee generating pools the past 30 minutes by default, but you could set it to 1 hour, 24 hours, etc. So, long story short, what's HawkFi? HawkFi is built on top of Meteora DLMM. And basically, what you already manually do when you LP into Meteora DLMM, we help supercharge that with high frequency strategies and precision strategies as well. So, taking a step back, imagine like in TradFi when you have people manually trading or trading in a very semi-automated way, whether you be retail or institutions. The natural evolution of trading and our belief is in liquidity providing as well as more and more of the volume and fees generated will be from algorithms, will be from machine executed LP strategies. Because at the end of the day, machines could execute LP strategies at the level of speed, high frequency, and precision that no matter how glued to your screens you are as humans, it's just not possible. And this is not here to replace manual LPing. This is to complement it. So, for example, there's no way for you to be manually glued to your screen 24 hours. In HawkFi, everything is automated for you. And we really focus on the word strategies instead of automations because, yes, HawkFi is well known for its automations like, TPSL, take profit stop loss, rebalances, and liquidity reshaping. But at the heart of it, we're a team of researchers and quants that research what is the best way to build strategies that give you alpha. So going back to my favorite word earlier, supercharging your Meteora DLMM strategies. So HawkFi strategies such as the popular ones like HFL, high frequency liquidity, and the precision strategies help you print more fees. So, for example, precision curve strategy, what you would already be doing with a spot 69 bin position in Meteora, with HawkFi precision curve, you would be printing 2 times more fees. And of course, there is always trade-offs over here, which I'll get to later. When you print 2 times more fees, that comes at a higher risk of impermanent loss as well. But the goal is if you use the HawkFi strategies strategically, you print 2 times more, and no matter what, you still outprint the impermanent loss. So at the end of the day, HawkFi helps you print more fees, and it's as simple as that. Another thing, actually, I think while I'm talking about this, I should segue to the docs because I'll share a demo of HawkFi here today, but I'm sure not everything will be covered, and there will be some questions on many different parts. So the best resource you have would be the HawkFi documentations. So this is what I shared earlier. This is our fundamental belief that the evolution of LPing will go more and more towards high frequency liquidity, just like how in TradFi what is it? Was it like 40, 60, or 80% of trading volume is algo driven now, not by humans. Um, and here, as I mentioned earlier as well, we have all the different strategies you could deploy in different scenarios when volume is high, volatility is high, or if you want a more steady long-term cook, early during a token life cycle or late during a token life cycle. Anyway, let me go back to precision curve and the precision strategies in general. So this is what I was talking about earlier. If you deploy a regular 69 bin spot on Meteora DLMM, you're earning fees as the active bin, swings left and right. But imagine if you could real time reshape the liquidity bins in a curve. So let's say the price swings to the left, the position will curve to the left. When when the price swings to the right, the liquidity will curve to the right as well. And just simple common sense or logic, or even just visually, when you look at it, when you see majority of the liquidity being 2 times higher where the active bin is and concentrating there, that's how you generate more fees. So this is one of our most popular and palatable strategies because given the dry and bear markets, a lot of LPers prefer wide range strategies instead of something super tight range and super concentrated. So yeah, this one's good for this kind of for the season right now. And before I get to precision hybrid, maybe I could jump straight to the complete opposite of this strategy, which is high frequency liquidity. So this is in contrast to precision curve, because what this does is basically you deploy a super tight DLMM range that could print 7 times more fees. This is more suitable in a bull or a bullish market in general when volume is super, super high, because when volume is really high, you want to, go tight, concentrate fee generation in that very narrow range, and then rebalance in real time. When price goes left, you go left. When price goes right, you go right. But because it's so narrow, it is less forgiving than the precision curve, because in a precision curve, it's a wide range, right? So kind of like if the price is extra volatile or swings where you don't expect it to go, you still print fees. You just print less and just have to wait for for HawkFi to reshape the liquidity to concentrate around the active bin. So TLDR, precision curve, good for high volume strategies. HFL over here, very good for super high volume strategies. And I think I should get straight to what's currently the most popular strategy for HawkFi. And actually, sorry, before I get to that, all these things, in the past, you need to customize them. But now we have presets where you could just deploy them. You could go through a drop down and just decide whether you want to deploy a precision curve, precision hybrid, HFL, things like that. You could easily deploy them and decide whether you want to customize it further or not. Although if it's your first time using HawkFi, I suggest just to deploy the default preset and then customizing it much later once you're more comfortable with the platform. So this precision hybrid is inspired by the LP Army, one of the LP Army's most popular strategy, which is the bid-ask flip. A lot of people like to deploy super wide ranges, let's say minus 70, 80, 90% sol side. And then when the token price dumps, you print fees, and then you flip it from bid to ask. And a lot of it is done manually, and usually you only flip it once. Imagine this precision hybrid doing it, what we call like an infinite bid-ask flip. Whenever the token price moves, it will constantly bid and ask, bid and ask, bid and ask. And so basically you are profiting in 2 different ways. Firstly, it's from the fees. And secondly, it's from the swing trading gains by PNL. So this is my little pet peeve. There's no terminology or industry standard for this yet, but LPing is about 2 things. It's about the fees you generate and also the IL, the impermanent loss. And impermanent loss can be negative, or impermanent loss can be positive as well. So whatever you want to call it, the IL, the PNL, or just swing trading gains, this precision hybrid helps you print from both by maximizing swing trading gains while still printing fees. So there's a lot more in the docs. So this, if you want to build your own strategy, make it into a preset, share it, or even just use it yourself. But again, I'd say like 90% of users would just use the presets over here and deploy them. So TLDR, in fact, I just tweeted about this yesterday. Or was it today? I forgot. I think I could. Let me just show it to you real quick over here. TLDR of the most popular strategies. When volume is high, use precision curve to print 2 times more fees. When volatility is high, then use precision hybrid. This lets you swing trade to maximize P&L while also still printing fees. So a little alpha and a little more advanced strategy that users have been doing, and we have also been R&Ding, is a lot of people like to deploy precision curve, and when volume is high, and then when volume drops, they switch to precision hybrid. I feel like this is something a lot of manual DLMMers are already doing as well. Kind of like initially they focus on fee printing when the volume is high, and then when tokens start to drop, aka volatility is high and volume is dropping as well, they switch to trying to do bid-ask flips. And that's a precision hybrid. This used to be called the precision BA, precision bid-ask, but we switched it, or rather upgraded it to hybrid, because we got overwhelming feedback that they want the bid-ask shape, but they want it to be like 50-50 with spot, so that they still print fees as well. Yeah, and then lastly, HFL, that's for a lot more fees when volume is very, very high. And again, for these things, yes, they print a lot more fees, but be careful of IL, because there will be more IL or more impermanent loss when you rebalance and reshape often, which is why the key requirement or the key thing to remember here is that deploy them when volume is high or volume is very, very high, because you want to maximize fee generation to outprint IL. So anyway, I think I will go straight to the platform over here. I've shown the docs, I've shown the TLDR. So let's let the product speak for itself. So this is HawkFi over here, as I mentioned. This is actually alpha in itself, because it automatically screens by fees. And at the end of the day, we are here to print fees. Volume is vanity, but fees is sanity or reality. We all know there's a lot of tokens that are wash traded. So the North Star, or the first thing to look at, really is the fees. And I know a lot of other people have many different ways or their own proprietary methods of token selection and strategy selection. But after doing this for a long time, you kind of have instinct and focus on just three main metrics. Number one is fees. That's top one. Second is price action, basically looking at the chart at GMGN. And you can kind of tell, right, whether the chart looks scammy or the chart is, has good foundations and things like that. And then lastly is volume as well. And these are the three main metrics I look at. Yeah, there are other things like technical analysis and whatnot. I think those are supplementary and useful, but the first line of defense or the first screening criteria should be fees. Fees, price, and volume. So let's try this. Let me see. Let me connect my wallet. And let's look at this token over here. I have no idea what this is. I'm going to check on GMGN. Volume one. I'm not sure whether you could see my mouse actually.
I can see it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, I can.
Okay. So 1 minute volume, 4K dropping to 3K. Not that high. I mean, it's not low, but it's not insanely attractive either. And then I look at the fees here. So it's like a 1 hour old token. Fees are 39 sol. Usually, a lot of the scammy tokens, the fees would be like, you know, 5 sol. It would be like single digits, although the volume is like 100K, 100,000 every few minutes or something. Um, I don't know. This one's
I saw
not.
that one before we got on.
Is it good? What do you think?
I just I tend to stay away from the Trump memes,
Mm.
but I mean, the people who've played just higher volume stuff recently have been like doing pretty well, so I'm
Hmm,
not gonna
hmm.
give my opinion on it too
No,
much.
no worries. So, what is it? NFA DYOR. Agreed.
Yes, yes,
Let's
yes.
stick to something more proven like this. Oh, this is still 10 mil market cap.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Anyway, this is for demo purposes anyway, to show you how the platform is used. Um, sorry, I should walk you guys through this page. This recent trade section is pretty useful too, because it shows you the recent trades in this specific pool. So
Mm,
A is for add, R is for remove. So when people are adding or removing liquidity, and obviously there's buys and sells as well. Actually, sorry, let's go back to the other one. So for example, for this, uh, it's good when you see a lot of buys, right? Because like volume is high, but is volume high because people are buying or people are dumping? So it's
mhm,
good when you see more green than red. On the other hand, it's kind of a red flag or more like a yellow flag when there's so many transactions, but it's just liquidity, add, remove, add, remove, add, remove. That means it's like everybody's LPing and there's not really much buys and
mm.
sells or trading volume going into it. So in these cases, yeah, I'd say these are mixed. I've seen others where it's like, oh my god, like the recent trades is
They're just like
going
blowing up.
blowing up, but there's like zero buys or zero sells. This one is like you see a lot of red and a lot of
Mhm.
liquidity. I feel like we see a lot of situations like these days where there's just so many people wanting to provide liquidity, but just not a lot of organic trading volume.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, let's get to creating a position. So it's over here. You could create a position. You could customize presets as well, but that's something else for later. Let's go for the easiest route. So you could select which strategy you want. Precision curve, as mentioned earlier, pretty much 2x more fee generation for wide range strategies, or precision curve with rebalance. So it's wide range, but it's still, if it goes out of range, it still kind of like auto follows the price upwards or downwards. Um, and then there's like super wide precision curve. Hybrid is when you want to focus on the bid ask flips or swing trading. And then here's HFL. So a lot more turbocharged fee printing. By default, there's like, oh, the regular one. I forgot how many bins this is. Oh, you could see it here. It's like 12 bins. Tight is like 6 bins. Wide is like 18 bins. Again, these are all customizable. These are
Mhm.
just convenient templates for you guys to deploy, but you could customize it further or even create your own. Honestly, what I do, I'm a very lazy LPer. Like I want maximum results with the least effort. So
Mhm.
um, let's see, for something like this, if you want to be safe, I'll just go for the most popular one, maybe like a precision hybrid. So I still print fees, but sorry, I still print fees and I swing trade it as well. So if the token dumps, I'm buying the dip, and then if the token pumps, I'm selling the pump while still earning fees. The reason I don't do precision curve here, generally, is because this is not a new token. Precision curve is more useful for a token that is newly launched or is currently trending. Again, because the volume has to be high. I feel like this one. Um, this token has been uh, a bit more chill right now, a bit like going easy. It's not super hot. Um,
You're
you could
chasing
just
the
go.
bid ask flip on that Like you're chasing the what the price is doing opposed to the volume more.
Um, Both actually, because it's a hybrid. So a hybrid, the precision hybrid is essentially like the 50-50 uh, spot and bid ash. So the
That one's
spot side, sorry?
flipping. That one's flipping when it comes into range, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yep. So just like 90% of people right now, most people in this market likes to, what is it? Uh, just do single site sol. So it's
Hmm.
like if the token pumps, okay, great. Don't I don't earn anything, but at least I don't lose anything either. Whereas when the token dumps, it's like I earn fees and I'm buying the dip and hoping that it doesn't keep dipping further. Sorry, I should have just picked precision hybrid rebalance because if the token pumps and it goes out of range, it will auto follow the price. It
Oh, that's
will
neat.
Yeah, so you don't need to withdraw or anything, and it auto follows it, uh, quote unquote, in real time. It's like 0 to 1 minute. Um, yeah, uh, so it's kind of like it's auto following on the downside. When the price goes up, it will keep following the left side. Like the 100% sol position will just keep moving up to follow the price. Um, so there you go. Let me see. Sorry, what did I click? So I accidentally clicked something. Did my wallet disconnect? Nope, my wallet is still here. Okay, create position, precision hybrid rebalance, 3 sol, single side sol, because we all like the, what is it? We all like single side positions. So now we do more than 69 bins already. The max is currently 149, which covers quite a lot already. But we are working to extend that further. So let's see, what if it's 100, 140, yeah, almost 70%.
Hmm.
Um, and let's deploy. And sorry, wallet confirmation. And then, sorry, one more thing I wanted to mention. I forgot whether this preset has stop losses. Either way, you could customize them after. A lot of people like to use stop loss. I personally don't, but that's just because I personally like to be very picky with the tokens I want to enter. So I don't need or I don't feel the need to stop loss because uh, like I believe in the pools or the tokens I enter. And if the token price dumps out of range down on the bottom side, I prefer to just wait for it to go back in range. Uh, and then here you could zap out, you could close, or you click configure. And these are the more advanced stuff, or more like once you're comfortable deploying the presets, which, as I showed earlier, is super simple. Just click the drop down, deploy, everything's done for you. Um, and then you could set it. You could customize it further. Uh, like, do you want it to auto compound or not? You could turn it off. Do you want it to auto accumulate fees to sol? Basically, all the fees you swap to sol. Again, depends on how bullish you are on the token. If you're not bullish on the token, then you want to swap everything to sol. If you are bullish on the token, then you want to keep the token because you think the token price will go up. So let's see. Let's go by the default auto compound. Here's the auto rebalance. This is the little alpha. Again, a bit more advanced for most people because everybody just wants to, one click deploy and don't care what's happening under the hood. But while we're here, I could share with you guys. One of the main alpha of HawkFi is the no swap rebalances, because if you do swap rebalances, it comes with a lot of baggage, so to say. Firstly, when you swap to rebalance, you are paying DEX fees, right? HawkFi doesn't charge extra on that, but you are paying the Meteora DLMM fees or whatever it's routed through to rebalance your position. And secondly, if the token is like a new runner or low in liquidity, Then there is slippage. So you might lose out from slippage as well. And lastly, if you're doing high frequency strategies where it turbocharges fee printing, you don't want to swap 60 times, or like 100 times an hour,
Hmm.
because then you're gonna get hit by the fees, well, 100 times. Whereas if you do no swap, this is only possible on Meteora DLMM. So kudos to them for thinking about this. Because they are in bins, you literally just withdraw from one of the bins and redeposit in another bin, and you are only paying gas fees, which are negligible on Solana, and that's what makes high frequency and precision strategies possible. It's because of these no swap rebalances. So anyway, um, this is the default. Keep it that way, but just a little lore on how these high frequency liquidity strategies are possible. This is personally what I like to customize myself, and I should set it as my own custom preset. So rebalances, this is what happens if you rebalance both ways, up and down. I like to let it rebalance up only, because if you rebalance downwards, then you're kind of like realizing the
Locking in.
impermanent loss. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why. You don't want to lock in the losses. You want to wait for it to just go back up in price, unless it's like one of those big TGEs back in the day, 6 months ago, when you don't mind rebalancing downwards because the fees print so
It's so
hard that
good.
you outprint IL anyway. Um, but even in those situations, I prefer doing it this way. So just follow price up only.
Mm.
Um, so that's a customization I can do. Again, I know this is a lot UI wise. It could be mind boggling to go through them, but like it's like once you're comfortable with deploying presets, you could take your time going through these. We do need to streamline these as well. We've been focused on just shipping as many alpha strategies as possible. Next is really streamlining it and not just making it powerful, but making it easy to use. Um, these are the liquidity reshaping that we mentioned earlier in the docs. So basically curving it to concentrate fee generation, or bid asking it to, swing trade it, and then TPSL. Nobody really uses, sorry, not nobody, but very few people use TP, but almost everybody uses stop losses. Um, and then this is where it's like everybody wants stop loss, but when it comes to actually deploying them,
Specifying it.
it gets confusing. Even I get confused. But if we set a default, it's like, everybody has different expectations about it. It's like, do you want to SL when, your $200 went down to 150? Or you want to SL based on the token price, or the fees, or the market cap, or even, well, position age is pretty straightforward what it means. Like, SL, or you cut after a few minutes or a few hours. But yeah, we need to streamline this UI further. Um, yeah, I know Meteora has been working on limit orders. Like I could kind of feel for them, like why they've been taking some time, because just development effort wise, it's more complicated than it sounds, and there's so much happening under the hood on how this should be done. And another thing is, SL often is challenged or has issues during the times when it's needed the most. Like when a token rugs, what, 50% in one god giga red candle, SL wouldn't trigger. And it's not
Yeah.
a HawkFi thing; it's an
It's
everything.
everywhere. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, because there's no liquidity, or it got pulled, it got rugged. So that's a situation. So again, just my personal pro tip is like, don't get too greedy. Um, Token selection is key. Um,
Always.
yeah, because no amount of strategy or no smart strategy or smart automation could save you from a token that's truly rugging.
Yep. I agree.
Um, yeah.
Could I
So,
could I ask some questions on the side panel,
oh yeah,
the with all the
definitely.
options?
Yeah.
Just because I was curious about some of the mechanisms. So one thing, the first question I had earlier with the strategy that comes in and it bid ask flips it.
Mhm.
Does that position close out once it goes back through the top of the range to like lock in profit, or does it um stay? Am I understanding that correctly?
So it will constantly reshape. That's why we call it kind of like the infinite bid ask flip. Maybe
Hmm.
I can let me show you the infographic real quick. We do need to invest in video production to show uh, how it actually works. It's hard to get people to imagine it. So it's like price goes down,
Hmm.
see, in step one,
Hmm.
then it flips the
Hmm.
right side to, to become an ask. Price goes down further, it will reshape again. And then when price goes up, it will go back to step two.
I
Uh,
see. I see.
yeah, so it's a constant or infinite bid ask flip.
Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. So it's like it's taking advantage of the price appreciation still because it's making it sell out of your tokens at a higher price and then
Mhm.
rebalancing lower.
Exactly, yeah. In this case, it's called reshaping because your price range is still the same. So these are wide range strategies. You're just reshaping the liquidity. So yeah, you're not rebalancing and realizing IL as much.
Okay. And on the high frequency, no, not the high frequency, on the precision curve,
Mhm.
is it all spot or do you put in a layer, or is it all curve or do you put in a layer of spot too on it? Or is there? Oh, okay.
No, this
It
one
shows
is
right here.
pure curve
Okay.
because, well, that's how it works. You just want to maximize the liquidity at the active bin price.
Right. Okay.
Honestly, when we shipped these two strategies, I thought this would be the most popular. This
Mhm.
is my favorite, but precision hybrid is so far the most popular strategy. Maybe because people like to deploy, people are trigger happy and just like to deploy at everything, and
Mhm.
precision hybrid is safer in the sense that if the token dumps, then you're buying the dip, and token pumps, you're selling it higher. But for me, because I have a strict token selection criteria, I'm a like fast in and out kind of guy while volume is high. So precision curve is better for me. I'm not okay. Maybe I'll put it this way. I'm not a multi-day LPer. I'm a multi-minute, multi-hour LPer
Mhm.
only when the volume is hot. So precision curve is better for me because
Okay.
I'm focused on printing fees. Whereas for folks who are multi-day LPers, or multi-hour to multi-day, who want to capture the swings, then this would be more suitable for them.
I see. I see. And can we go back to the sidebar with the auto compound features real
Mhm.
quick?
All right, where were we?
So when you're auto rebalancing, let's say you have the check mark enabled to rebalance with tokens, is HawkFi just is it then using the Solana you put into the pool to buy some of the tokens, and does it use like Jupiter to just swap through and then it automatically creates a new range with it?
Sorry, do you mind saying that again?
Yes.
Yes, we use Jupyter to route, but that's if we rebalance.
Right, right, right. Okay. And can you expand the auto compound, or maybe it was auto accumulate fees,
Hmm.
or maybe it's auto rebalance? Can you go down one more time? I'm sorry.
No worries. I understand. There's a lot over here. Hence why we
Yes,
got the
yes, yes.
presets
This is
and
the one.
yep.
Okay, so the no swap, it's almost like if you created like a wide range on Meteora with space to the upside, but you only went bid side. If the price moves up, then it just takes your liquidity and like shovels it back in front of the current price, and that's how it auto rebalances.
Yes, sir. Shovel
Okay.
is the right word. I like that word.
Okay.
That's the beauty of the bids. You could just shovel bids without paying
Having to do it
swap
all the
fees.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's more efficient to do this, it saves money to do this than manually doing it, or it's just kind of the, convenience of not having to withdraw and redeposit if the price is pumping?
Depends on what the status quo is. If the status quo is you're constantly swapping to rebalance, then this saves money
Mhm,
for you. But if your status quo is you're actually already manually shoveling without swapping,
mhm.
you're just moving the bins closer to moving your liquidity closer to the bins where the price is at, then this saves you time.
I see.
And I'd say not just save time, but that's the focus of HawkFi over here with the high frequency strategies. It is doing what's not humanly possible, which is shoveling it 100 times an hour
Mm,
for you to maximize fee generation. And this is something I strongly believe in. This is super important, especially in a bear market, because there's so much liquidity for less volume. So your liquidity needs to be extra productive. It's a lot more PvP. If everybody is dumping liquidity in a token, you want your liquidity to be the one printing fees and closest to the active bid. Um, yeah.
right. Yeah, I think it's getting to that point now, especially, with tokens just not surviving as long. It seems like some of the people that are just getting in and out on that initial volume, which used to be when I first started LPing in like mid 2024, the fee
Mhm.
generation was so high that um honestly like impermanent loss was very rarely an issue.
Mhm.
Um but I kind of strayed away from chasing the volume. But are you still using this the platform on like a lot of the new runners, or just have you been waiting for better market conditions with higher volume runners? Like I actually used the first time I believe I used HawkFi. Shockingly, I've known about it forever. I just
Mhm.
am like such a stickler for staying on one platform. But I used it for Penguin when that runner was
Mhm.
doing. I was just using the feature to chase it up, and that did really well. Just because that was kind of like an anomaly token for what we've been experiencing for however long.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, back to your question. I've been very selective in LPing. Uh, well, I'm not good at identifying tokens that will run multi-day. So I don't do so much of the super wide range, like 90% down, bid ask flip, and things like that. I rather stick to what I know. If volume is high, I will print. If sorry, I will try to print it. If
Mhm.
there's no volume, I will just exit. I will not. I don't claim to have a crystal ball and know whether volume will come back in a day or a week. So back to your question, that's what I do right now. I mostly use precision curve. When I see something with high fees and high volume, I deploy precision curve, and when the volume dies down, I just take profit. I don't do multi-day as much.
Interesting. And I guess this is just kind of like a side note. I told you about it earlier, but this using HawkFi, my friend has been doing it on some of like the scam tokens like
Mhm.
UGOR and stuff like that. And I just know that it has worked really well on some of those weird like volume botted tokens. And he just goes tight. I know it's like really sketchy. I shouldn't be promoting that, but just for the application purposes, I know that works really well for him.
Yeah, sounds like a similar, very quick in and out strategy. Could be precision curve, which is more wide range, less degen. The most degen would be the HFL one, the high frequency liquidity. Just quick in and out print, and you're done.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. I'm enjoying the walkthrough. I wish there were more tokens that we could possibly apply it to nowadays,
Mhm.
but that
But
homepage I love
here,
though.
good to learn early. So
I know.
when a runner comes, you know what to do, because there's gonna be no time to read the dots and figure shit out when there's a sudden runner.
Yeah,
These
it's
things
pretty.
always come unexpectedly.
Yeah, I saw earlier like the Trump pool did like on your screen here, like the Trump
Mhm.
coin did like $100 of volume in the past like 30 minutes, which is just very very low.
Yeah. Funny thing is like, obviously, because we're building this, I spend a lot of time on this platform, but I kind of have my own mental framework of whenever I see the Trump pool at the top of the screener, that's when I know, oh, markets are bad because it's not supposed to be there. Um, yeah, or Sol USDC. If Sol USDC is somewhere on the top of the screener in the past 30 minutes, it's either that markets are bad because all the shit coins and low market cap coins are not printing, or Sol USDC just so happens to be really hot,
Yeah.
either pumping or dumping.
Yeah, I feel like Triple T actually would have been a token that the strategy would have worked really well on. I like faded
Mm,
that one quite a while ago, but this one was just like straight range bound for quite a long
mm.
time.
Oh yeah,
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 and
definitely.
but
Oh, pretty big buys here too. 1.9K. Oh, lots of buys here.
a lot of them are getting routed. So that's just basically another. It's showing all of the order flow coming through the that specific Meteora pool, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, very neat.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
awesome.
I think that's
You
most
covered like
or
nearly
everything.
everything about it. Again,
The
I
most
wish there were
important
more
part.
examples to apply it to, but we're kind of in a
No worries.
drought.
When markets are better, when there's a runner, I'll post them. And I also do live streams sometimes,
Hmm.
like quick live streams of like basically what like my SOP is when I see a runner, I set up the live stream and then I try to deploy my own precision curve or strategy and then just let it run for a few
Yeah,
hours, and then just close the live stream when I close the position. So
I have
more
another
time.
question for you.
Hmm.
when when are we gonna get the HawkFi point counter? And that's not 69,420.
Understood, sir. Very good question. We keep pushing them back. It's always like second priority after our first priority, which is the core product. Like they're like at the end of the day, our top focus is helping LPers print more fees and print more money, and so yeah, we keep pushing them back. Also, because realistically, we're not going to launch so soon. I don't want to give people copium or false expectations, and that's why
Of
we don't
course,
market the points as much either.
I appreciate
Because
that. I
yeah,
do.
like just being real. So it's there. We don't want to remove it, but we're not actively marketing it either. Also, just because we have quite a long product backlog of all these alpha strategies. Like for example, one we are R&Ding right now is something like an agentic LPing strategy that automatically switches between curve and bid ask. So when volume is high, curve it. When volume is low, bid ask it. So like that's our obsession right now,
Hmm.
and not the points counter. And we could say the points counter is next, but maybe in a few weeks there's another obsession that's even higher priority. So
I hear you.
that's just yeah.
I thought it was funny. The first time I used it, I was like, "There's no way I actually earned that many points already." Like, I didn't see the counter. That's good though.
Yeah. But regardless of that, that's just a UI thing. Like we're tracking activity and all.
Yeah, the UI is really really aesthetic. I like it a lot.
Got to work on. Oh, always room for improvement. You got to streamline it, make it easier, make it snappier. It's a week by week improvement
Yeah,
focus.
I'm trying to think. Another use case for it, and this is a very very long time ago. But the same friend I was talking about had a HawkFi position. I forget which one it was, but it was back in the MLG days, and he had it
Mhm.
running Uh, sorry, I got distracted. He was using it on MLG, and he was in it like forever, and he
Mhm.
did very, very well when it did the whole move up. And I forget what strategy he used at the time, but it was one of the auto rebalances that
Mhm.
did really well for him back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's our focus. When fees are high, we help users print more.
Yeah.
Just got to know the right time to deploy it. Here's another one that I'm super curious about. It was on our Discord.
Yes. Okay,
Like,
that my friend was in that one.
yeah. This was printing for a while. This guy was in it for 4 days, and he's a first-time user and printed this much. So actually, we could deep dive into this a bit. Like, see, his capital was a little less than $1,000,
Hmm.
and his profit was quote unquote only 1,700 compared to the fee. So he printed like mad fee
Yeah.
wise, but there's IL, and so this is the best example of Hawkeye. Yes, there will be IL, but yes, you're printing more fees, and the goal is for the fees to outprint the IL, and net you're still making a lot more money.
That was literally one of the tokens I was talking about. That was one of the ones that
Mm,
was like very, very oddly supported. It was like one of those charts that really didn't go down, but it had wicks up and down. But that's
mhm,
interesting. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure um, he was in that as well. But
mhm.
I'm glad he got out because it is a scam token. Eventually, they're gonna take it to 0. But
Yeah,
awesome.
gotta not be too greedy.
Yeah, you should see what that chart looks like. It's absolutely absurd.
Will do.
But yeah, I think you went over everything.
Mhm.
If there's any other features, feel free to showcase them. I thought I would have more questions, but it honestly seems pretty straightforward for some of the use cases. And yeah, I think we just have to wait for more runners.
Definitely. Yeah, and doesn't have to stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other on X a lot,
Of
and
course,
we'll be sharing alpha there.
of course, and we can do it again. I'd love to have you on once, like I said, once we have some more runners to enter into. And until then, I guess we just stay patient and choose the few gold nuggets that we spot.
Yeah, looking forward to that spontaneous ad hoc LP session. Hopefully, the market gets hot.
Yeah, if there's something to do it on, obviously I'll let you know.
Will do.
I'll definitely
Likewise.
be in it.
Likewise.
But yeah, if you
Amazing.
don't have anything else, I think we can go ahead and finish it off here. But that was awesome. I really enjoyed the walkthrough, and I'm excited to use it in the future.
Oh, likewise. Super appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate your time. It was great. So we'll speak in the future, of course. And until then, good luck. Good luck out there.
You too, man. You too. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Brady. And I'll give you a shill real quick. I'm gonna remove this, and I will pull up
Hmm.
the two Twitter accounts. Oh, I actually closed them. Uno Mas, HawkFi. If all the viewers are curious about where to find Brady and HawkFi, the website is hawkfi.ag. You can go ahead and find them on Twitter as well at hawkfi_. And then our lovely host was Brady Don. You can find him at Brady Donut. And yep, feel free to. I'm gonna let the viewers know that they can send you any questions they have. But yeah, he's here if you
Sounds
need him.
good. Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks, Brady. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll
Likewise.
be in touch.
Likewise.
All right.
Definitely. Take care. See you
You too.
around.
You too, sir. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Welcome in, guys. Thank you, TikTok audience, for tuning into that. I know it wasn't one of the regular streams, but we had Brady from HawkFi come on, and he's the man who made this whole platform happen. There's actually some really, really unique features if you didn't tune in. But a lot of their mantra is that when you're LPing, there are certain movements in the price that you can manually adjust and account for, but HawkFi basically just auto takes care of it for you, so you don't have to be sitting at your computer and rebalancing the pool every minute or however you want. Hey, Div is still here. How you doing, Div? What is this about Meteora? Yes, sir. Carter, yes, sir. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Landon, I don't know if you guys are still here. House Shop. Strikeo, of course. I did see Strikeo's comments during the stream. You chilling, Div? Nice. Nice. Was that a good walkthrough for you guys? I really enjoyed it. Um, Obviously, for some of you newer people, the dashboard can look a little bit intimidating, but if you have been using Meteora, you can obviously see just the applications of this. And obviously, I don't really have people on that much, but I've used their platform before, and it is definitely something that is innovative in the space. So they basically give DLMM liquidity blueprints. Blueprints, possibly. So I'll try to go over kind of what he said real quick. If you guys are just tuning in now, maybe I should have kept him on. But there are different curves. The precision curve basically allows your liquidity to be in a curve as it moves down or up your curve. It auto rebalances. And then the high frequency liquidity is basically maybe a spot strategy that rebalances as you go on. And it makes it so a lot of your liquidity is concentrated here, but when the bin moves, it auto rebalances. So yeah, it's very neat, very neat. Blueprint is not a bad word for it, I guess, but it's more of like an automated position creator, I guess I should say. Um, I'll stay on for a little bit if you guys want to look at some stuff. I don't want to stand too long because the title now is misleading on X, and I don't want people to tune in and be like, "Where's the HawkFi? Where's the HawkFi?" So I'm gonna respond to Brady real quick. Of course. Great product showcase, and I think any LPer watching learned a lot. Just reboot reg stream. Should I? All right, we'll reboot the reg stream for like 30 minutes or something. All right, Div, dude, I like Restream a lot though. However they have this set up is like really, really, really ideal. So I'm gonna actually end the stream, Div, and then I'll be back in like 2 seconds. And then TikTok, I'm gonna stay on with you guys. Anyways, again, before I end the stream off, thank you so much, Brady, for coming on. Very, very good walkthrough, and yeah, I'm excited to use it in the future. Obviously, the tokens right now are really, really getting cooked as we had discussed, but there's definitely application in this, and it's something that you should know before we get a hot market again. Win, not if. Win, not if. Okay, thank you guys so much. Thank you, HawkFi. Thank you, Brady, and also thank you, Direct, for setting this up. I'm not sure if he's watching, but again, awesome. Give him a follow. Give him a follow. Peace, guys.